I'm Dave Johnson. I am the visual effects supervisor for Austin Powers and Goldmember. It's my responsibility to create and oversee all the visual illusions in the film. A variety of techniques were used for the visual effects in Goldmember, some of which were surprisingly simple, such as in this shot from the opening sequence, where a squeezed bottle of baby powder provided smoke for the ejection seat explosion. Here's the shot again, showing its separate stages of progression. Green screens were used throughout the film. Here the background image has been rotated and warped, and the helicopter engine housing has been digitally created. Miniatures were used for the helicopter explosion. Using a high-speed camera and adding CG rotor blades makes a 1/6 scale helicopter appear to be full size. Here are some examples of where morph technologies were used to seam together multiple elements, one with the dummy and one with Vern Troyer playing Mini-Me. The push into the Dr. Evil's Hollywood lair originally was to end on the Hollywood sign, but Mike came up with a great idea to push all the way through the sign and end on a close-up of Dr. Evil. The challenge was there wasn't a shot of Dr. Evil looking in that direction, so we had to steal Dr. Evil from a shot of him looking at number 2, and steal Mini-Me from yet another shot, and paint in the portions of their bodies that were still missing. This was combined with a push through the sign and the mountain to create the finished shot. The exterior of Austin's London pad started from a still photograph to which a new sky was painted in. The cars on the bridge were removed along with the Ferris wheel and the water. CG water was then added along with CG cars. The Ferris wheel was placed back in, now with motion. Austin's pad was CG modeled, lit, and animated and placed into the shot. Finally, a camera move was made on the final composite image. Mr. Robato's building was also dramatically enhanced by removing the basketball court and adding in new trees, a sky, Mount Fuji, and signs. Cars were taken from a street shot in Tokyo and then added in front of the Robato building to complete the shot. The tractor beam dish shot started with a painted sky, a CG water environment, and a CG dish. We then filmed water falling and water churning elements. These were then multiplied, scaled, and tracked to the shot. This is really a great example of the combined use of organic and digital elements. This is an animatic of what will become the Mini Cooper attached to the Dr. Evil submarine shot. These are used to define the basic motion and feel of the shot prior to committing the shot to the computer animation process. The sub started out as a clay model that was laser digitized and then further modeled in the computer. Over 30 different passes are needed to make one finished sub shot. The dock shot began with Goldmember's Sparrow driving up onto a ramp that went out over the water. The ramp was then shortened to fit the mouth of Dr. Evil's sub, and lighting effects were added to simulate the vehicle going inside. The background was added back into the shot, then stretched to make room to see the water. Seeing the lights from the Sparrow sweep across the face of the sub, and seeing the sub's reflection in the wet pavement helped make the scene between real and artificial elements invisible.